Hello and welcome to the AusCast podcast. Today I am joined by my co-host Simplism,
Yo, what's up?
Ronan,
Aye.
and Miles.
Yo, what's good? What's good, homie? What's good?
My name is Elnate, and yeah, welcome to the pilot episode 0. I'm actually really excited to this podcast. This sort of like came up out of nowhere, like not really out of nowhere, but you know, for some reason I really want to start a podcast, and so I got these three guys to join me with it. You know, so this is the pilot episode, and basically we're just gonna be talking about random stuff throughout this entire thing, throughout this entire episode, throughout the entire series. We don't know how many episodes we'll do. We don't know if we'll continue it or not. That's why it's called episode 0. It's the pilot. So, yeah. How's everybody doing today?
We doing right? Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Alright, so, okay. A little bit of context why everyone's laughing. Ronan, this is the third attempt at trying to record this. And Ronan was just crunching on food. And everyone was just laughing.
I'm sorry, dog.
Can we get an example of that?
Ronan, give us a crunch.
Yo, what the fuck, my guy? What the fuck?
Alright, so quickly, I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a preface what's gonna happen in the next few episodes. I have asked our server owner of OzHeroes.net, planet@OzHeroes.net, of Lords, to come on the podcast and talk about Oz Heroes, you know, the direction it's taken and all that. He did say he was able to come on. I don't know what episode it'll be, but yeah, hopefully he'll come on. We're going to try aim for this podcast to be either weekly or every second week. We want to try go for weekly, but we can't promise much.
Yeah.
So, I guess we can get into the story part of it. Stop eating food, bro! What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I mean, he gotta eat, though.
Bro, what do you mean?
What did he do?
Right.
Dog?
What's this first story, boys, Miles?
Alright,
Well.
so, okay, I guess we'll start with everyone here. So I guess you can all introduce yourselves. Miles, you want to go first?
Yo, so like basically, I'm Miles right now. You know, I'm the cleaner, right? I'm the cleaner basically. You know, I'll be cleaning all these players. But yeah. So how I met these guys, right? How did I meet these guys? All right. I'm basically with me. My name's Miles. You know, I'm basically a person that, you know, that's all right. You know, I'm fairly all right, but like.
You're a person, yeah, nice.
yeah. I'm a nice.
Very, very good.
But yeah, like for real, like I'm just happy I met these people, you know. Like I met these people like through Oz Heroes, you know, through Oz Heroes, right? I was pretty lit, you know what I mean? Because like I met these people when I was cleaning players, all right? Like that's an
I'm sure we all met through Oz Heroes, right?
Yeah,
we
Alright,
did.
so I guess the way for me, I didn't really start playing AUMC until late 2017, and that's when I like started meeting everyone in the community. I didn't join All Series until February 2018, which probably definitely was a highlight for me. You know, actually meeting everyone. You know, I met these three guys pretty late on. I think I met Simplism through Slack, actually.
Yeah.
It was like November, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like November or something. We haven't known each other for a long time.
Actually, no, it was earlier than that.
It had to have been. I can't really remember how it was, but I think like you and Slack were in a VC together.
Because I still remember talking to you when it was like the Halloween map.
Yeah, I remember that too. I met Miles and Ronan both in voice channels in Australia and Minecraft.
Yeah, that was actually funny because I didn't really know many people in the voice chat, right? And I think Ronan didn't know, but like we met, we were in there, right? And we just like fucking got on with it, right? So it was pretty good, right? It was pretty good, you know. We had fun.
I'm eating cheese.
Like Ronan
Nice,
he really be having that cheese, dog. He really be having.
How
that
is cheese crunchy?
How they crunchy though?
I think he sounded like crackers again, dog.
He
Alright.
really be on that stuff.
Ronan, how'd you meet everyone, dog? Is it the same way? You know, just in a voice channel?
Same with Miles' story, you know?
Yeah, like we all met.
Voice channels? Yeah.
This is actually a real question. So Simplism, after Simplism explains, did you just like, you know, just join All Heroes, go on voice channels, meet everyone? Same with everyone else?
I just played on Minecraft and I joined the Discord because I realized they had a Discord to send in the chat. So I joined, then Miles joined in. I was like, hello, Miles. And then he was like, join up, you know?
Yeah. We got together, right? We got that lad. Got your crew.
Exactly. So Simplism.
Then I met Simplism when I met Simplism on staff team when I became trial mod.
Yeah.
A little bit before that, like maybe a week before I got promoted to trial mod,
Yeah.
and like he just gave me some tips, you know. And
Really?
the same with Nate. Like I've seen him online, but I've never really talked to him. Then like later on, I asked him a couple of questions and like about
Yeah,
like
we got talking a
events and
little
stuff. Yeah, then voice channels, and then yeah, here we are now.
And I think you're the same way,
yeah.
Simplism. You like just join voice channels, met people through that.
Okay, so I met you, Nate, through like the whole Fish Clan situation.
Yeah.
Like all them people. I met Miles when
Yeah.
remember I did that pixel art with Scott.
Oh yeah,
in the
yeah.
forest?
Oh yeah, I remember, bro.
Dude, that was lit.
I remember hearing like talk about Miles like before that though.
Oh yeah, and I think that's how we met, right? We like met in that.
Yeah.
I think that time, yeah. It was pretty cool, and you were a chill dude, and like I just got along with you, and we furthered our friendship there, right? We furthered our friendship there, so how it is right now. Yeah.
And
we were chill.
Vernon, well, yeah, I saw him join the staff team, and then like I saw him getting so much hate from everyone, and
I don't know why.
yeah, I was just like, yo,
Yeah.
what the you guys
Like,
gotta
how-
chill.
Bro, the
Like,
Oscar
people-
staff games
yeah.
gets hella flack though.
Yeah, bro.
I
Like
know.
we
We always get attacked,
hit.
like get hit from left, right, you know.
Like they
Bloody
really.
boxing match.
Well, that's the issue. Like they really be hating the staff team, but the thing is, we're doing our jobs. We're really just trying to make the community better, right? And you got all these people just come bombarding us with hate and pretty much unnecessary tension. And like, it's what do we do, right? What do we do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like especially me, like I be cleaning players, right? And like I'm having fun, right? Especially like video games and all that, like you know what I mean? Like people really be taking that seriously, and you gotta like realize that this is just a game, right? It's not your life,
Exactly.
just there, right?
Like, you know, the community's changed a lot over time, especially like, you know,
It has.
recently, like 2018 was definitely a big difference, you know, Fortnite really blowing up, community
Yeah.
sort of dying down, and I feel like it got like a lot more toxic, especially
Apex
in
gaining
Madden.
population as well right now, you know.
Exactly.
Especially that.
But we got
Also,
we got to
probably,
stick with the
like-
facts, man. Stick with the
Yeah,
facts.
gotta stick with the
Fortnite's
facts,
losing players,
fellas.
and Minecraft is still gaining. That's the best part.
Minecraft really be better than like they the ones who started it. All right, they started it from the bottom, and now like
Hunger Games.
yeah, and then you have these influencers, right? You have like a lot of these other games really taking influence from that one game, right? That one block game. But yeah, it just shows how we've all changed, right? Like everything changes as we go, no matter what it is. So that's really how it is, really.
Yeah.
I think
We'll
that
probably talk about this in like a later episode more in depth, but
Yeah, probably later.
video
Sort of touching on
games can bring people together, but they can also tear people apart.
exactly
100%.
Competitive, you know.
competitive
Yeah.
people. You know, sometimes like in games you'll meet good talkative people, good funny people. Like, you know, for
Exactly.
example, we can take let's take the Misfits for example. You know, they'll play CS:GO, and like people meet them and they'll be talkative in game chat, be funny guys. Like those are the sort of people you want to meet in games. People who are funny,
Yeah.
people who are talkative. But then you'll get
Yeah.
those players who are just mean, just say like really bad stuff in voice chats, just call you
Yeah.
the N-word. Like
Stuff
no.
to boost their ego.
Exactly. That's kind of the issue. People really be taking games seriously. In reality, we must tell ourselves that like there's much more things that are more important than just gaming. Right now, I'm not saying gaming is bad. I'm just saying that we can't be hyper focused on that one game that we love. We gotta like kind of expand our horizons
Yeah.
and realize that we're not always going to be at the top, right? We're not always going to be at the top. That's the only issue with many people. They fall into that trap.
Like with this community especially, like I wanna dive a bit deep because I came up with this idea
that's fine.
like I saw like a couple minutes ago. But
Sure.
with Limit and Oz Heroes, those two servers being absolute rivals when it comes to this like little community now.
100%, man.
And now that Limit's sort of gone, I don't know if it's 100% shut down or not, but I think Z-Tel's, you know, like postponing the
It's
server.
like I'm pretty sure its status is suspended.
Yeah, that's right.
status
that's
is
right.
like died down, and then you got Oz Heroes pretty much taking that lead, right?
Oz Heroes isn't really taking Limit's players, but it's definitely getting more consistent players. for
Yeah, you
certain.
can definitely see that. You can definitely really see that in those
But
highlights.
then, like, you see people talking, they're like, Oz Heroes is so shit, but it's the only server we have right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And the
it's the only
thing-
server, and in Australia, there's not many because of our internet here. So you can't really be blaming us. All right, you can't really be blaming us. But still, like it's only server, and it's like even though it's not perfect, it's still like it's still there, right? It's still there forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
saying like Australian PvP is dying, like Australian Minecraft is dying, but it's really
No,
not.
that-
like
yeah.
like sure PvP is dying down, but you know it's like the same thing. It's the same bland thing. There's nothing different really happening. And you know, server owners like offlords are trying to make that different, trying to make it better
Exactly.
experience.
Like, you know, it's all about having that connection with, you know, with your base, right? And if you don't have the connection, then what are you going to do? But with Offlords, he's a hardworking person, right? I've talked to him a couple of times, and he definitely knows how to run. So there'll obviously be those people that say he doesn't, but he does, right? But it takes time, right? It takes time. Like, people don't really get that for
And
some
it takes
reason.
a lot of
Yeah.
work. He's like the only developer. He's literally.
He
the only
does put
developer
in
on
so
this.
much work, and he doesn't get like the respect he deserves for it.
Especially the staff team, like the staff team, like I don't know why they're not getting respect, but it really saddens me, man. Really
I
saddens me.
think it's because of the inconsistency with punishments.
Yeah, man.
And definitely the people that get hired. A lot of people are confused about some of the people who get hired. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
really
like
is,
for me.
man.
I honestly don't care who gets hired for the staff team as long as they're good people, understanding enough,
exactly.
trying to like you know connect with the players on a good level. I can
Yeah.
respect that. And
Yeah.
I think a prime example of that is OCP. Before OCP became a moderator or even a staff member, you
Yeah, it
know,
was so
as,
toxic.
as a
Yeah,
regular
he was.
player, he was a little bit toxic, but he was friendly in some aspects, in some ways, and I considered him to be a good friend. So once he became staff member, and now that where he is at senior mod, you know, I'm glad to see him going places.
100%. He grew from that, and that's what I like about. You know, you reflect upon yourself, you grow as a person, and you don't really shut yourself up, and that's what OCP did. He grew
Yeah.
as a person.
Same like with Darren.
Yeah, same with Darren.
Darren, like, okay. I don't want to dive too deep into like certain people. I use OCP as an
Yeah,
example.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
real quick, I actually want to address Darren. I don't have a problem with the guy. Like some people obviously do have a problem with them. I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of people, you know, be a bit toxic.
Yeah,
and
why is that though?
I
don't know,
I
yeah,
honestly don't
that's
know.
what I wanna know.
I honestly don't know. But
I don't
to
know
me,
why people hate Darren.
I think it's because of the way he does his staffing. But you know, it's understandable. It's like you know, it's he's just doing his job. It's whatever.
Yeah,
but,
bro.
Like you know, he's just a moderator. He's just a staff member trying to do his thing. I respect
Yeah,
the guy.
exactly.
Doing his own thing.
Exactly.
But then also like from like you know you see from their side like you kind of see that you know like there has to be change but for real like I feel like they are giving him too much slack, you know what I mean? They be
Yeah.
giving him too much slack, and like you have to realize that there's a boundary, right, with everything, all right? And sometimes you have to take those risks, right? And that's what Darren's doing. He's doing his own thing. You know, but I can also see from the other side as well, because you know you want to improve, you want to grow, right? So you kind of have this gray area, all right? You kind of have this gray area, this little small gray area that's between those two opposing sides, right? It's very interesting, very interesting. No?
I get that though. Like you know, like I said, I don't want to dive too deep into people, but I just wanted to throw that out
That's
there
cool.
because like I really wish like people would just you know just lay off him a little bit because he doesn't deserve the flack that he's getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know a few people who definitely are obsessed with him, right? And I've encountered a few people in voice chat who would definitely like, you know, put Darren down, right? Put Darren down, and I hate that, right? I hate that. Like it's cool, like to you know tell, but it's cool to just go in, right, and start like maybe putting him down, right? And I've always told him to stand up for himself, right? Like stand up for yourself, all right? Like sometimes as a self member you have to like take hits, but you gotta like put a nail in the coffin when it is, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is, yeah. You know what I mean, Roman?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God.
Let's jump into something real quick.
yeah,
So,
let's jump.
um,
Jump time.
This is a question. So okay, so where we're recording this podcast, we're obviously all in a Discord call, and
Yeah.
we've made a server for it, and we have this ideas list, and there's something I actually wanted to talk about in this episode, even though it's only an opening. But I want to talk about the game where we all met, Minecraft. Where will
Yeah.
this game go? You know, like it's changing so much, and I've played 1.13 a bit, and it's actually really fun. Like if you're
Yeah.
someone who just likes to, you know, play some just chill, low key vibe music, just play single player, like Minecraft 1.13 is the place to go.
Not
It's
just
so
single
amazing.
player though, but like multiplayer, like the whole survival aspect of it is
Yeah.
going places.
It's an amazing game.
Yeah, bro, they really have upgraded the assets as well, right? Like, have you that came out basically on like the new Twitter as well, like you know penguins and all that.
Yeah.
Like there'll be like that adds on, and like obviously we've seen like a hole of this, right? This deep hole of basically PvPers and you know separate from that category, right? and we've seen like them being threatened, right, in their own world. Like, you know, they think that since there's no PvP aspect, then what's the point, right? It's dying. But I see on the other side that isn't dying because a lot of people are playing the game, you know, being creative, and I think that's the main aspect really as well. As much as we love to because basically in the mindset of gamers, right? What do we all want, right? We all want to kill something, right? We want to accomplish something.
We want to just enjoy ourselves, make the past time, make the time
Exactly
pass.
right. Facts. But with this one, with Minecraft, it's a creative game, and it's usually meant for building, right? Yeah, you can do whatever you want, and that's the whole aspect of it. And you know, I can see why the PvP community would get upset. You've seen those videos where
Yeah.
Like the Minecraft is dying.
Yeah, no, but it isn't.
You know,
It isn't.
I saw a video I think a couple of weeks ago. It was called The Day Minecraft Died. I don't know if you guys have watched that.
Oh, is that?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I found that really interesting. Everything he brought up was true. But I wouldn't say Minecraft has died. It's more or less become less popular in the social aspect. Like, it's still gaining players.
Community.
It's
Especially.
exactly. But the one thing that pisses me off, exactly. Like, you're right, Ren.
Yeah.
It's Fortnite and other games, like BR games, really picking up. And the one thing that annoys me with a lot of the people who quit Minecraft, you know, like most of the time, obviously they're PvPers.
Yeah.
But the thing that ticks me off is they'll leave the game and then they'll just call it shit. Like, they'll call it like a game for children, you know?
Yeah, they'll like start turning, right? Like, now I hate Minecraft, right? I hate Minecraft. Like, why? Why do you hate it? Because
And a lot of people hate on the game. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's the same for Roblox. Like, you know, everyone will make jokes about Roblox being a shit game because it's literally it's a children's game. It's a game for children. Like, jokes will come out about it. But you got to think about, like, you know, all these games, like, a lot of effort gets put into them, and they're really well made.
Because like I'm doing the course in 3D animation. I'm doing a course in 3D animation. All right, and the amount of effort you have to put in, right? Because I'm studying Maya, right? So clearly I've been through that where it's not just like animation. It's textures, right? It's basically polygons. It's all in-depth stuff. So people that say this is easy to make, you can do it. No, it ain't. It ain't easy. All right. It's actually pretty hard, and you gotta be dedicated to that shit. So that's all I can say, really. That's all I can say. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Like, you know, you hear these quotes like nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it. You know, like, I'm one of those people, you know, who think that those quotes are pretty BS. Like, you know,
it really
it's like
is,
they
man.
don't make sense. Like, why would you think that? But once you find something that you're really passionate about, you'll go for it. And
100%.
I found that, you know, like, you might not find something that you're obviously really passionate about until, like, I don't know, like you're 18 or 19. But for me, like, I've found that caring about other people, so, you know, like counseling, therapy, psychology, that sort of stuff really interests me. And so, you know, I'm really passionate about that. So once something about that comes up, you know, I get like really flamed up about it. I want to talk about it. I want to raise awareness for that stuff.
Yeah, man.
And
like normal.
It's important that people can be able to speak their mind. And so, on top of that, even though I'm like sort of doing like a shameless plug here, like, if you guys want us to talk, if you guys want to come on the podcast or even like have us talk about a few topics and stuff, put it in the comments. You know, like, I'll get on my YouTube account. I'll get on the AusCast account. I'll reply to you guys as much as I can. Because I want to be able to reach out to you guys. I want to be able for you guys to have a voice on.
We want to get your opinions on what, like, you think, really. We just want your opinions. And I think that's the main aspect of it. Opinions as well. Like, they have that huge impact. So please do that.
Exactly. So, I think what we'll do with this podcast, I don't think I want to make them like an hour long until they really take off. I think what we'll do is we'll make them like, you know, half an hour long, 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I think
whatever really goes with the flow. Anything between 20 minutes to an hour would be fine. Like, I just don't want to go for an hour and people get bored with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, you know, like, I don't want to upload an hour-long podcast and people being like, what's this shit? And just not enjoying it. Like, I don't want to do that.
We should leave all of this in the podcast. Because I feel like with the podcast, it's about being random. It's about, like, just... Like, I mean, even if it is quiet, I feel like we should just leave it unedited because if it's raw, then people get a sense that okay, it's real, right? I'm watching something that's real, and not something that's fake or like illusion, right? You feel me, Ronan? You feel me, lad? Hey.
Alright, I got a question, Ronan. You've been a bit quiet. I want to get your input on something.
What?
I want to get your input. So, what? So, okay, I want to talk about like washed up YouTubers. Maybe not like specific people, but people who go to like who are YouTubers that you watch that have quit, or who are YouTubers you're watching now that are sort of dying down?
Scott is Minecraft, for example. I watch his old videos. I know, like, that sounds a bit childish and shit.
No,
like,
I loved his old videos, dude. I still do to this day, man.
yeah, like with the Office and stuff, like Red Vector, Barney, stuff
All
like
those
that.
guys,
Like
yeah.
Max. Yeah.
Ross.
That kind of just ended, yeah. It's because of, like, Max and Ross and crap. Like, why quit the game? I mean, Sky's come back, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's just going to his, like, depression therapy and shit.
Yeah,
But,
like,
like,
a lot
he
of people get
fucking-
washed up
yeah,
like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. But at least he got his son back and shit, though. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
I remember. I think it was on.
Played KSI.
I think it was on Drama Alert. Keemstar did an interview with Adam at Nobody Scatters Minecraft, and
Yep.
I think in the interview he mentioned that his son didn't know his own name. Like when he saw him again, his
Yeah.
son didn't know his name, and that like. That's crazy. Like you know, like you
Yeah.
grow up with this woman.
Fucked up.
You either get married or not. You have a child, and you know you guys go through some
You
shit.
have to take care of it.
Of course, man.
You guys go through some shit. You break up. You know she has custody over the kid, and once you see him again, your son, your child, when you go to see him again, he doesn't know your name. He doesn't know your face. Like that is so heartbreaking, and to think that this
Yeah.
happened to him, like it would have affected him like crazy because he was already going through enough shit already.
Yeah, man, it's messed up because like when a child doesn't recognize your face, right? It's very emotional because you gave birth to this child, right? You gave birth to this child, and especially with many divorces, right? When your kid's taken away, when something like that happens, you have to deal with the emotional struggle. All right.
Yeah.
It's in many families as well, and I definitely hate that. But the good thing is he got his son back. All right. But it just shows in what character these people want. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't care.
How manipulative the girlfriend was as well.
Yeah. But like, and that's what, yeah, especially like, I hope I don't wish anything bad, but like, I just hope karma comes back, you know, comes back, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's messed up, bro. For real, like, the world is a fucked up place, and all that shit. Hurts me, man. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so awkward. It's so awkward, everyone. Just
Alright.
pretend, imagination, Anjik.
Alright, should we just talk about toxicity from different players then?
Yeah.
Like,
Can we
yeah,
talk, can we
let's
talk
start
about
that.
like I want to talk about like the difference in chat between Limit and Ozheroes. Like, what are your guys' perspectives on like how toxic? It is
Okay,
between the two?
so Ozheroes is very strict with their chat. That's very obvious with like the recent blockage of the letter L and easy
Yeah. Like those are the
compared to
two-
Limit, where, or I think L is not allowed, but they're still
Easy
more
is allowed.
lenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid, really. But like, then there's like different players on Limit that are actually not as toxic as Ozheroes. But like,
yeah.
there's people like who hack the server and ETB and shit that fucking make the server worse. And it was a good server and all. Not
It
gonna
was
lie.
like for me
Yeah.
personally, I feel like it was a good server. But the issue is many people like they take this game seriously, and that's kind of the issue of what I have. Right, the issue is that this is a game, right? It's not supposed to be taken seriously, right? Like, and that's the thing on why I usually clean, right? Because usually when I clean, people get upset, right? They get upset, right? In a free for roam PvP, right? Free from PvP. But the issue is that they usually say to stop, right? But but it's very ironic because it's free roam, right? You're allowed to do it. And you know, when I do talk to these people on a daily basis, they basically either say, kill yourself, you're a pussy, fucking kill yourself. Like, and I have to like deal with that. But it doesn't really faze me, right? But it's very intriguing to see those comments coming through, right? And usually when I am just chilling and all that, I would usually get in the lobby, I'll get like a lot of people just trying to give me slack, right, or just try to be edgy and all that. Like, this is a game, right? This is a game. This isn't your life, right? You're not gonna be playing this like when you're 50, or maybe, I don't know. It's up to you really. But like what I'm saying is that this isn't your main goal, right? There are many main goals out there, all right? So chill, right? Chill.
It really just makes you look like an idiot if you
exactly.
want people.
You know,
100%, man.
some people find the competitive
Kinda
aspect
pisses
of
me off
games
as well.
like fun. Like people say, "Oh, playing games for fun is better than playing it competitively."
That's
but a lot
why
of
I
people
clean, my
think
guy.
a lot of people think that the competitive part of games is what makes it fun, and they might find the competitive aspect more popular. And that's why I think successful Fortnite streamers on Twitch like Tifu and Ninja. Like, those guys got popular because they enjoy playing competitively.
Yeah, they enjoy it, man. And also they're a good sport about it, right? But you get many people here that don't really seem to take that as take that approach. They love to be toxic, right? Because they want to boost their ego, or they want to have that persona so they can show people that they're a god, right? You've seen those comments, right? Best AU, right?
Yeah.
Best AU, like I'm sorry, but you are not the best. Okay, you are an average person. Okay, there are always going to be many people, and that's the sad truth about it, right? There's going to be people better than me, Nate, Ronan, simply everyone, all right? Like, doesn't matter who you are. Okay, sorry.
You can be best at you in no debuff. You can be best at you in build UHC. It doesn't really matter what it is.
It doesn't matter, people. It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, you are just you, right? So I don't know what you guys are hating on us for, right? So
Yeah.
All right.
Ronan. Yeah.
I think we can wrap this one up. But in the next episode, we'll either talk to, we'll either have offloads. I think we might have offloads on the podcast.
I think we might, bro. I think we might, because offloads really be doing his thing.
Yeah, it'll either happen next episode or episode 2. I guess this next episode is episode 1. This is episode 0. So yeah. So
I don't have
episode
any crunchy chips anymore, so I can't do the crunch.
the next episode we'll talk to offlords, or if not, we'll probably talk about society in itself, like introverts, extroverts, and like religion.
Here's the best I could do for the crunch.
Oh god. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the pilot episode of the AusCast podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment below stuff you want us to talk about, or stuff you want, like if you have questions for us, ask us that. We'll mention it in the next podcast. And if you want to be a guest,
smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Smash subscribe. Smash your wife. I mean,
But for real, like,
Smash it!
smash it. Oh my god.
Smash it!
Oh, you guys are not good.
Smash.
So yeah.
I just hit my jawed fingers.
So yeah, guys, we were the AusCast podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hey,
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you.